Hello there, how are ya? Welcome back to How I Did It. The saying of one is none, two is one, and three is two comes to mind. And when it comes to my water sources, I have three of them. The first one was the hand pump that we hand drove into the ground with a sand tip. The second one is this water catchment that comes off of the off-grid barn and ends up into the cistern. And the third one are two independent, about 75-foot ponds that I had dug. Now this gentleman here was working on the north side of the property out in a cow pasture. He was actually digging ponds out there. And as he was leaving one day, I said, "Hey, what would it take for me to get you to come over here and dig a couple of ponds for me?" Well, he happened to have time free, and he had his trucker guy drop his equipment off, and he went to work for me. And in less than a week, I have two working full ponds that the puppies love running in. Whopper has a fresh water source if I should not make it out to the off-grid barn for a couple of days.
4 years for this.
And the beauty of it is I can actually utilize the water out of the pond, treat it, boil it, and it could be potable water as well. Okay, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I started out I was gonna have one pond on this side of the driveway and then the other pond on the other side of the driveway right here. But I changed my mind on the first one and opted to have both of the ponds put more towards the eastern side of the property because the property has a natural grade that direction, so any runoff rain will actually run into these ponds as well. The other thing is, I spent so much time running around after these pups. They were so curious and they wanted to get down in that hole so bad that I actually didn't get as much footage as I would have hoped to have gotten.
Water is finally coming in. Get back, Grace. Grace! Oh, you give me a heart attack. You get down in there, I can't get you out, you goofball. Yeah. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Come! They're going to end up falling into this hole. Mark my words on it. I'm going to be putting a ladder down in there. Hopping down in. Bastion, it's dirt. Bastion, it's dirt, buddy. You guys are funny.
These guys had me cracking up. Every time a dirt ball or the side would slough off, they would just go
Good girl. Don't go on that
crazy
edge.
Barking at it. It was great. They were more entertaining than actually having the hole dug. My major concern, or my main concern, really was that the pups would get too close about the time the wall would fall in and the mud would fall on top of them, and I wouldn't be able to get in there and get to them. So
Stella, back up.
It was pretty stressful. I ended up leaving and having my guy just go ahead and dig the holes without them around just because of the safety issue. And then I also locked Whopper up where he was not able to go about the property.
In relation to the barn is over there, and then down there is the next one.
Now, I was out of town when he finished grading the other side and went ahead and dug this portion. And this portion sits on the lowest part of the property, and he hit water, as you can see, almost immediately. and this was everything graded out. We had a couple of rainy days. He ended up having to wait to come back to pull the grade on it. The grade's still not quite where I want it. Now it's just a matter of time and patience using my box blade and getting it graded where I want it. So overall, this took approximately a week for this gentleman to dig both ponds right at about 15 foot deep in the center with with hard edges on it. And then once the water table started coming up and then we had a rain, everything slothed down in. He thinks that the bottom of these are probably at about 12 foot. Anyway, as you can see, the puppies absolutely love their new swimming hole. Whopper has ready and easy access to the ponds, and once all the muck and mud and whatnot settles, I can put a few plants along here and then stock these ponds so they'll serve the purpose as food as well as water for the animals, as well as a backup to the backup of water for the off-grid barn. Alrighty then. I want to thank you all for stopping by. Have an absolutely wonderful and blessed week. I'll see you next time on How I Did It.